Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach, a sudden surge of anxiety, just before you had to talk to someone new or join an ongoing conversation? That familiar feeling of dread, the pressure to say something smart, funny, or impressive, often leaves us feeling tongue-tied and isolated. We imagine others effortlessly engaging, flowing from one witty remark to the next, while we struggle to even begin, convinced we're just not good at this. But what if the secret to brilliant conversations, especially if you're shy, isn't about what you say, but something far simpler and often overlooked? Many of us approach conversations like a performance. We try to think of the perfect opening line, the clever anecdote, the insightful observation. We're focused on ourselves. Am I interesting enough? Do they like me? Am I saying the right thing? This internal monologue creates immense pressure. This self-consciousness acts like a wall, preventing genuine connection. We're so busy monitoring our own output that we fail to truly engage with the other person. The real secret isn't about becoming a charismatic speaker overnight. It's about shifting your entire focus from yourself to the other person. It's about cultivating genuine curiosity. Imagine yourself not as a performer, but as an explorer, genuinely interested in discovering something new about them. This means truly listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but listening to understand, to absorb, to empathize. When you listen with genuine intent, you'll find that questions naturally arise, questions that are not rehearsed but born from your attention. These aren't interrogation questions, but invitations for the other person to share more of their world with you. Think of it as digging for gold. Each question is a gentle scoop, revealing a little more about their experiences, their passions, their perspectives. A shy person often feels the burden of initiating, but when you listen, the other person often does most of the talking, easing your pressure. It's a beautiful paradox. The less you focus on yourself, the more interesting and engaged you become in the eyes of others. This isn't about faking interest. It's about finding genuine common ground, even in the smallest details. Perhaps you notice a specific word they use, a fleeting emotion in their eyes, or a subtle shift in their tone. These are your cues, your opportunities to ask a follow-up question that shows you truly heard them. For example, if they mention a hobby, instead of just nodding, you could ask, "What was it about that hobby that first captivated you?" This type of question invites depth, not just factual answers. It shows you value their experience, not just their information. And what about silences? Shy people often dread them, feeling they must be filled, but silences can be powerful. They allow for reflection, for thoughts to form, and for both parties to simply be in the presence of one another without pressure. Embrace the quiet. It's often in these pauses that true understanding and comfort can settle in. Another powerful tool is vulnerability. Sharing a small, genuine piece of yourself, even a brief thought or feeling, can open doors. It shows authenticity and invites the other person to reciprocate, building a bridge of shared humanity. This isn't about deep confessions, but about being real, even in small ways. That's an interesting point. I hadn't thought of it that way. The secret to being good at conversations, then, is not to overcome your shyness by forcing yourself to speak more, but to embrace a deeper form of engagement. It's about shifting from self-focus to other focus, from performing to genuinely connecting through the art of active, empathetic listening. When you truly hear someone, you give them a gift, and in return, you'll find your own voice emerging, not out of pressure, but out of genuine connection. So next time you feel that familiar knot, remember, your greatest strength might just be your capacity to listen, to care, and to truly see the person in front of you.